Hello everybody, and welcome back to Stefan's Kitchen. And this will be one of the last videos using the old camera, so hopefully you guys will still enjoy. So, let's cook beef stroganoff. Now this is pretty easy and one of my favorite recipes to eat and make as well. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take half a cup of butter and we're going to cook up some steak, strips of steak. And basically I just cut up some sirloin myself and just let it fry up. And once it starts cooking really nicely, add in your salt, as you can see there, like I did. And this is where we're going to season our meat. And again, you want to use butter specifically, not oil of any other kind, because the butter actually gives this a specific flavor. Next, as you can see, I've added in some cracked black pepper, and if you're anything like me, you're probably going to add in a little tiny bit extra, because that's the way I like to do it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some very nice finely chopped onions. I prefer to use yellow onions because they usually tend to give more flavor and provide a lot more flavor in the sauce as well. And that's the big part of this, is that you really want to make sure you get the sauce perfect for this. And onions do help quite a bit for the flavoring. So, because if you go for something like a sweet Vidalia onion, you won't get the flavor that you're looking for. It'll taste kind of bland. So once we get all the chopped onion in there, we are going to stir, because we don't want the meat on the bottom to get overcooked and have the stuff on the top to be raw. And we also want the same thing with our onion. We don't want the stuff, all the onion on top, to just be raw. So once you get it all cooked down and sweated down nice, make a little basin there in with your meat and start putting in your flour. Now, you want to stir that immediately because you do not want it to clump. That's the last thing you ever want with any of your thickenings, is lumps in it, because then you're getting big chunks of just doughy flour and it's really gross, and it's something that you just don't want in your food anyways. So again, be sure to mix it up as quickly as possible. And this is going to thicken our sauce a lot. So that's why we're doing this right now, is because, well, right now there's no stock in there. As you can see, we're going to add it now. But we were just using, like I said, butter in order to cook our beef and our onions. So we've done a small roux in with the beef, and now we're adding in our liquid that will eventually thicken over time once you let it cook. And again, give it a good stir. You want the flour that you had incorporated just a moment ago, you want that to mix in with the stock as best as possible. It'll look cloudy, and that's fine. That's, pretty much what you want it to look like anyways, as you can see. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add mustard. You can use plain mustard. I'm just using sweet onion mustard because it was a type that I had there. And once we let it boil for a little bit, we are going to take the cover off, and now we're going to add some big flavors like white wine. And any white wine is fine. There's nothing specific, nothing like that you have to worry about. Just any kind of white wine is fine. And once that's been incorporated, throw in your fresh mushrooms. I decided fresh is always better anyways, and I would never use canned mushrooms for beef stroganoff, and that's just me. And as you can see, oh, look at how delicious that looks. And it's going to thicken, and it's going to get really, really, really good. I'm kind of jealous right now because I can't have this. And I'm sure some of you might feel the same way. But here's our main flavor ingredient, sour cream. And I use full-fat sour cream because, again, more flavor and it's thicker. And if I remember correctly, this is a Russian recipe as well, by the way. And theirs, I'm not sure if they always had mushrooms in theirs, or if it was something that the West added in once we got a hold of the recipe, or what it was. So once you get the sour cream in there, give it a good stir. There we go. And you want to make sure that gets mixed quite well. You want everything to go together. And you'll be quite surprised how the white wine, mushrooms, and sour cream go together. It's amazing. If you never had this before, you will love it. So while you're cooking that, you might want to probably boil up some egg noodles. Egg noodles is the traditional noodle that we usually have with beef stroganoff. And as you can see, it looks like it's kind of bland, but I'm telling you right now, there is no lack of flavor whatsoever. You will not be disappointed. You will probably look at this as one of your new family favorites as well. So, give this a try, and if you've tried this before, or if you're going to try it, or if you try it and then you want to say something about it, leave it down in the comments below. I always appreciate any comments you guys have. And I hope you guys are enjoying this week's schedule for the channel. It's been going quite well for me, and Again, I just hope you guys are enjoying as well. So, as always, thank you all for watching. I am Stefan for Stefan's Kitchen, and I will see you all soon. Well, actually, I'll see you all next week for another recipe. See ya.